We were at the beach. It's just an incredibly beautiful place. And my mom walked up to me and slowly pulled out a drumstick and smiled at me. It was like this epiphany, you know? My name is Joe Caploe. I've been playing percussion consistently since I've been 12, 13 years old. I teach digital music production here in the Music Tech Lab, and I also teach music technology project. I've been doing this for a long time, primarily because, you know, when you're an artist, it can be difficult to make a living. So I always kind of needed to teach and play gigs just to, you know, have a decent lifestyle. My wife and I moved here 15 years ago, and I didn't know anybody. The first week we moved here, we just looked up like jazz stuff happening, and we went out 3 nights in the first week we were here, and I met almost everybody. It was crazy. I like Sancho's because it's kind of an anything goes place. You know, it's kind of like our clubhouse or something. People come up to me all the time and go, "Oh man, you're such a good drummer, blah, blah, blah." And they truly mean it, you know, and I think they know what they're talking about. So it's just a nice place to be able to play every week so I can, you know, keep my edge. I just want to play with my friends now. At this point in my life, you know, I had to play a lot of commercial music to support my family, and frankly, I'm kind of done with that. You know, I have a wife and 2 kids, and somehow by the grace of God, I'd always get called for a gig. Like, it was just miraculous, you know, and so my sticks, you know, kept us going. How do I justify that to my wife? All right, I'm just gonna go out and have fun after I've been gone all week, you know. Nah, but if I have money, she's okay with it. To me, it's the most satisfying thing when I get to hear, when we have our presentations and assignments. I'm not texting, I'm making notes. There's a lot of talent here at UTSA, and I just feel so grateful that I can contribute to the creative development of the students. It's just phenomenal to hear this variety of music. I call it indigenous UTSA music. It's the only place literally in the world you're ever going to hear that music, because we did it right here. You've got to learn technical stuff to be creative. You know, you got to learn the left brain stuff so the right brain stuff can come out. Be totally open-minded to all the possibilities that there are with digital music production, because it's basically infinite. Because you do you better than anybody, right? When you do your own music, nobody could do that like you do it. Like a lot of jobs, or jobs I used to do, the thing was not so much about what you knew was going to happen, but you knew what wasn't going to happen. If you're an improvising musician, that's the thing, you know, we play the same songs, but we never play them the same way twice. It's like what Billie Holiday said. She goes, "I never sing a song the same tempo or anything," because she said, "I never feel the same." And we're all like that, right? We never feel exactly the same. So that's what I love about improvisational music, is that we can play how we feel at that time. Hey Joe, where you going? That gun in your head. When I was You know, in my early 20s, I got to play at the Monterey Jazz Festival on the main stage, okay? That's where Jimi Hendrix burned his guitar. To have the artist badge and be able to go anywhere I wanted and talk to all these famous musicians and hang out with them, oh, I was in heaven, you know? We started playing, it was a vocal jazz group, and they started off singing, Georgia, you know, just a cappella, and all of a sudden, like 5,000 people were just smiling. But the best part was being on the main stage, you know, and hitting my drums, pow, and I could just hear it. You know, I could hear it echoing, and it was a beautiful sunny day, and it was such a thrill. I would say that was probably the highlight of my performance lifetime. You know, as long as I can do this, I'm gonna keep playing. You know, when I can't do that anymore, I'll just write music. I'll just keep writing music, you know.